Marvin Dietsch, lieutenant, junior grade, primarily because I had a neighbor. My father had moved us to South Bend so we could get in a better school system. And two doors down was a young man I knew real well that had applied for this, and he was going to the university in training for officer. And it just made sense to me. I'm going to have to serve in some capacity. I guess this means more responsibility. You know, and at that age, I wasn't necessarily the #1 leader. I would just assume, in many ways, let someone else make a lot of decisions. But it was a sense that this was probably something I could benefit from. And it was. Leadership, the training in the military, all of that affected my later life in business and all my jobs. The training that I got in the military was very valuable. I had some relatives that would have been like maybe second cousins who were known, but in my immediate family, no. But I had some cousins that I know lied about their ages so they could get into the Merchant Marines during World War II, and stories like that. My great-grandfather had served in the German Navy, and the night that his contract was up, he didn't go back to the ship after midnight because technically he wasn't AWOL, but he came across the next year in 1849, came across, but he had served in the German Navy. And the relatives that I had that were volunteers in service always picked the Navy, and I think that was an influence. I began interested in the Navy when I was graduating from high school and trying to make plans about my military obligation, and I applied for a Navy scholarship for the University of Notre Dame. And very fortunately, I didn't get it the first round, and 30 days before school started, there were a couple of dropouts, and I was notified that I was on the list. Well, I figured I've got some extra work to do besides the engineering courses I have a lot to keep up, and I was very happy to think that I made it, because I was, in many respects in high school, I was a nerd before it was a word. I loved the athletics, but I just couldn't get enough of science and math. And to me, this was a huge opportunity to help financially, because I came from a family of 6. And ended up, 3 of us were in college at the same time, and 3 of us ended in the Navy in ROTC. And I ended up getting a full scholarship through college and the engineering college.